Hello readers, I'm Amy and I'm your nonfiction feminist, and today I'm talking 2020 reading challenge. I know you're all probably sick and tired of these videos, so no worries, this is the only goals video that I will be doing, and then all of your pains will be over and we can all move on. So let's get started, let's get this out of the way. 2020 book stuff, here we go. I think I'm trying to punish myself this year or something. There are so many year-long readathons going on this year, which is awesome. And it gives me enough of a push that I feel like I need to get stuff done, but not so much that I feel super stressed out. Because the 24-hour readathons and even the 1-week readathons, I don't really like joining those because it's a lot of pressure. I'm already reading a lot. I don't feel the need to push myself anymore. But the year-long readathons, they all look awesome. I'm trying to join all of them, and then I really had to tell myself, stop. You got a lot going on already. So starting off with the Classics Community Reading Challenge. I believe this is hosted by Lucy the Reader, and the goal is to get the channels that review classics out there. I don't review a lot of classics, but I do want to participate in the challenge, which is to read at least one classic per month. So hoping to do that, especially since I've really come to the realization that of all of the classics that I own, I've only read maybe a quarter of them, so I want to knock some of those out of the way. Then we have the Read Some Friggin' Books-a-thon, co-hosted by yours truly as well as Joshana from Joshana C. If you are interested in helping your friends read more books, then please go to the video, link in the I thing, this thingy right here. I'll link the video there and take a look at it because I am determined to help my friends read more books this year. Whether it's one more book or 20 more books, doesn't matter. I'm helping people celebrate books. Then, What the Book Club Read. That is a book club that was created by Victoria over at What Victoria Read. And right now, we are going to be focusing on reading every single one of Margaret Atwood's novels. I believe we've planned for 17 or 18 of them. Link down in the description for more information on that, as well as Lucy the Reader's video. Just assume all of the videos that I discuss will be in the description or up here. So she has already posted her first quarter of the books that we are going to read, which I will have a video all about that coming up soon, which I'm really excited for because I've decided to do a little twist on a popular booktube video. So that's, what do we have? We have one classic a month, we have the Read Some Friggin' Books-a-thon, we have one Margaret Atwood book a month. I'm hoping to do some more series this year. I don't read a ton of series because I'm thinking, why read 3 to 10 books in a series whenever I can just read a ton of standalones and get more author diversity and stuff. But I read most of the Mistborn series last year at the end of the year and I loved it, and I'm interested in trying a little more fantasy. I'm interested in trying more series. So I'm going to finish The Hero of Ages hopefully this month. Again, I've given myself a lot to deal with, especially in January, it seems. I have just started the Mr. Mercedes series, which I am buddy reading with Hillary over at Melted Books. I just started that a couple of hours ago. This book has been sitting on my shelf for so long. I never read it whenever everyone else was reading it. So I am going to try sometime, hopefully in the first half of the year, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It's really windy outside. I apologize for the background noise. I have been avoiding this for a while. It looks interesting. The cover looks really cool. But whenever I hear about the series, I hear about how complicated it can get. And that just, sounds really overwhelming to me. But I am determined to try it. Also, I read iRobot recently, and I went ahead and got the rest of the Robot series with the really, really pretty covers. I'm going to read these this year. All of them. And along with all of these series that I'm reading, YouTube has been showing me a lot of lo-fi stuff. I've been inspired. Later this month or early February, I'm going to show you my book haul, which I'm really, really ashamed of. but I need to do better. I need to read what I have on my shelves. I need to utilize my library. Not that I haven't been utilizing my library, but I should utilize my library more. So I have limited myself to 12 books in 2020, whether I am buying one per month or two for 6 months, however I want to arrange that. I can buy 12 books in 2020, not counting almost every single book that will be in that book haul, except for one. I'm counting the Margaret Atwood book because I bought it with my first paycheck of the year, which I got on December 27th. So, wish me luck. Hopefully I will do fewer hauls this year. We'll see how this turns out. I could just say I'm not buying any books, but I don't want to go immediately cold turkey because going cold turkey, never works for anybody. Anyways, Mental Healthathon is coming up in May. I'm really excited about that. I'm already getting my mental health books figured out that I want to read. So that is super exciting. One nonfiction per month is another one of my goals. So I'd say about a third of my reading is nonfiction. I do a decent amount of it, but I also feel like I get caught up in reading 2 and 3 nonfiction at once. Not that there's a problem with that. There's not. But I want to spread it out a little more, so I'm appreciating nonfiction more throughout the year rather than just in short bursts. And my nonfiction TBR is up on this side and is pretty much as large, maybe even larger than my fiction TBR. So I just want to I want to be more of a steady nonfiction reader, and again, not just reading in bursts. Read 6 tomes in 2020. So not counting Ellen Hopkins, who has a high page count and not as high of a word count. Not counting Ellen Hopkins' books, I read 5 tomes, which for me, I'm defining a tome as over 500 pages. A lot of people might do over 600 or 800 pages, but I don't even read a lot of 500 pagers. So I'm counting a tome as over 500 pages. And I want to get at least 6, so one every couple of months. At least 6, just to challenge myself to read some slightly bigger books. I also read not a lot. I read a couple of novellas last year, and I loved most, if not all of them, and I want to include some more novellas in my diet. I don't do a lot with short stories. I don't usually love short stories, but novellas are somewhere between the novel and the short story. I've really been enjoying them, so I want to challenge myself to read 1 novella every single month to try and just get more novellas out there in my reading and see what all options we have for novellas. Also, another thing. So in a previous video, and I don't remember which one, I think it was my bookshelf organization video, I showed you the map, the corkboard map that is on my wall in my library. And I was hoping to use that to keep track of authors that I read this year from different countries. I will still be doing that, but I don't think I'll be focusing on it as much as I was planning on, largely because I'm already focusing on a lot of stuff for my reading this year, and also the fact that I am trying a low buy, so I'm limited pretty much to the authors that I have on my shelves. I can certainly, like I said, read from the library. I might get a lot more in that way, but I just want to keep better track of the diversity in the authors that I'm reading, especially the world diversity. Try and read more non-American authors just to shake up my reading a little bit. And I think that is pretty much it. So the torture is over. The reading goals video is done, I think. One other thing. The Devour Your TBR challenge that I was taking part in for most of last year is restarting for this year. So the first challenge of the year is the January Jam Jar, which I have I have 3 buddy reads going on this month. So I've taken the books that I'm not buddy reading, as well as some shorter books, because I'm reading a lot of long, concentrated books, and I want to read more short books this month to feel accomplished. I'm going to take the books that I'm not buddy reading, put them in the January Jam Jar. I'm going to be drawing them out to decide which book I'm going to read next. So that'll be exciting. I'm taking part in Our Shared Shelf. That's Emma Watson's Goodreads reading group. I don't read all of the books that they do every 2 months. Some of them are not to my taste. Some of them I have trouble getting a hold of. But I will be participating in that just to make sure that I'm getting some great like women's fiction or women's nonfiction there. Am I actually finished this time? I think I am actually done. Am I done? I'm gonna say I'm done. If I come up with anything else, well, that's too bad, because I'll have already done this video. I hope you all enjoyed this short little goals video. If not, don't worry, it's the only one that I'm doing. So please like, subscribe, be my friend on social media, be my cat's friend on social media. I post every Wednesday, Sunday, and I will see you in my next video. Hopefully, if you like, subscribe, and be my friend. Bye, friends.